Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston State, who have built a rich winning legacy and one that they hope follows them to the upper reaches of college football. And this with two teams from Conference USA squaring off in a weekday clash to set the table for the weekend ahead. As we'll see, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. The Gamecocks will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Sam Houston Bearcats offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. The Bearcats headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Fighting off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Bearcats are flying down the field.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays. Dude,
breaks into the open. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. And the Bearcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They want to fight this one in a phone booth. 3 tight ends on the field on 3rd and goal. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
Love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Gamecocks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And, David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. Clark to fire. Throwing right. He's got it. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like, the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the grab. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First down here for the offense. Looking downfield on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Oh, he's got some space. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
The Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on...
And the defense, got him at the 27.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical 3rd down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-up.
Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. A strike downfield. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball.
Turning it on. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Bearcats! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. On the move to the right, looking for a big one.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got the first down himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Clark wants to throw. Got his man on the right. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Looking to throw on 1st down. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He rifles one deep down the right side.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the 1st quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got room on the return. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Sam Houston. How about this defense taking one back to the house? They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception. Nice return for the touchdown.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Looking for a crease to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Offense gets set for 2nd down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive.
And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Bearcats will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to handle that punt, and they'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Makes the grab. Push down for the tackle.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Back open in the middle. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
From inside his own 10, he'll try. And now the hit knocks it loose. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. On target. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Hold on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see what's up with that. You must protect the kicker when he's in a defenseless position like that. That penalty's going to give the offense a first down.
Let's go! Let's go!
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Bearcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. It's on target and complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Oh, the fake, the up man looking for room. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the first down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Huntsville. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. And with that, let's send it back to our team at Elliott T. Bowers Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Clark to fire. Trying to set up the screen. At the 35, he's open. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they've got it at the 42.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Pressure coming. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. This has become almost automatic. 4th and 1, go for it. They did, and they got it.
No doubt about it. No discussion. I don't need to consult my offensive coordinator. I don't need to consult my defensive coordinator. We're going for that, and we're going to get it, and we're going to go for it. And if we don't get it, we're going to go for it the next time.
Hits him inside the 20, still going. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Clark wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his 2nd interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Handoff to the lone back. At the 40, there he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Green. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This this guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Tight end now in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sam Houston.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Gain of 2. 3rd down coming.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Jacksonville State.
They're facing a 3rd down. Trying play action. Buying some time. Throwing on the run. Snatches it on the run. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. And the Gamecocks are on the move.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Clark to fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Right on target this time. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
On the play.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. Fitted in the window for the score.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight.
Trying to get the two. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the two-point try.
42. Jacksonville State, 6.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Now, 4th down.
And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Forced out of the pocket. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The handoff, keep working on that clock. just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And the Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that 1st down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10.
42 Spiders. 42 Spiders.
They're going to ride this running back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.